Gator's on, it's gonna interrupt the video. This is the thing about growing out hair, you know, it always awkwardly grows out and I can finally pull it back into a ponytail. It's hashtag first world problems. Why are my glasses foggy? What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to a late episode of The Casual Nerd, because you know how we do. Always here, but never really on time. So, we have the Snapple, we have the hype, we have everything going for us. It's 2021, it's a new year, it's a new year for games. Oh my god, this year Resident Evil 8 comes out, I just remembered that. Also, next month, Little Nightmares 2 comes out. That fast. I know. Time is just flying by. So let's get into a trailer. We haven't reviewed a trailer in a hot minute, and I'm really excited to review this one. It is Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and I'm really excited to review it. Shout out to the developers because they are just absolutely amazing. No, this video is not sponsored, but hashtag I kind of wish it were. I cannot wait someday to have a sponsored video and just be like, this video is brought to you in part by. The trailer is 1:18 minutes long. That's a good sized trailer. I like the size of that trailer. Good amount of stuff we're gonna get. That was loud in my ear hole.
September 21st, 1987.
Oh! Okay, I'm gonna like this.
My nightmares are getting worse.
Wait a second, this so reminds me of like old school games. Okay, wait, I'm gonna...
I have to finish what I started.
This is gonna be so cool.
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Oh, I love this art style so much. Experience the Unholy Trinity. Oh wait, is that Moonlight Sonata? I think that's Moonlight Sonata. Yeah, that's Moonlight Sonata. Wow. Puzzles. This reminds me actually of I'll leave it on that smiling face. This actually kind of reminds me of Sweet Home. This was what Resident Evil would become as a remake of that game. It was a game that was from the 1980s, and this heavily reminds me of it. It's really interesting. You guys should totally look up Sweet Home. I've mentioned it numerous times on this channel. Let's continue on. Absolutely fascinating.
Mortis.
Mortis death. Very nice. Coming soon to PC and consoles from Airdorf Games, New Blood Interactive. Well, this is amazing. Really absolutely love it. Let's see if there's any more. Or are they just keeping... Oh, that's cute. Oh, you're cute. Wishlist now. I already have it wishlisted, and play the Chapter 3 demo. Perfect. I absolutely love that. That's really cool. You guys, that's a really cool trailer. I really love the inspiration that they... well, I don't know if they took inspiration actually from Sweet Home, but it has a lot of that imagery. It has the puzzles with that, because Sweet Home was the first to actually have the puzzles that we now see of Resident Evil. Which makes sense. I mean, you know, that game was what became Resident Evil anyway, so I think it's really cool to see that a lot of games nowadays are going back to that kind of old school pixelated horror. I remember playing games like that even on my phone when I was a kid in high school. You know, it's so cool to see that. Great job. Like, I just can't wait to play this. This is gonna be so cool. I can't wait to do a review on this game. So yeah, let's get on to more of the gaming news. Started off things on a horrifyingly delicious note. So you would think that CD Projekt Red would get a little bit of a break over the holiday season, and into the new year things would finally start to like simmer down and become more one and everything, and it would calm down from the mess that happened. No, CD Projekt Red investor sues developer over Cyberpunk 2077 release. The investor's mad, the people who bought the game are mad, everybody's mad. It states here in the article that on its release date, Cyberpunk 2077 immediately pivoted from one of the holiday season's most hotly anticipated new games to one of the year's biggest debacles, as bugs both comical and game-breaking proved to be so prolific in consoles that Sony even delisted the title entirely from its digital storefront for the time being. Developer and publisher of CD Projekt Red had its hands full for the last few weeks, juggling broad mockery and unhappy customers, and now there's a new woe in their pile: shareholder suits. Which, honestly, I can see both ends of it. I can see how this is just utterly a disaster for the company, but also I can see from the shareholders' point of view that, hey, you gave us a product. You gave us a product idea, a concept, everything that we were willing to go into, and now it turned into this mess. What else are we supposed to do? So I get why they're doing what they're doing, but yikes. Also, you guys gotta understand, the game was sold on the idea of hype. We really had no concept of what the game was going to be, or really anything besides the fact that Keanu Reeves was in it and a shiny trailer. Now, I have the game. You guys know I'm gonna be continuing the walkthrough after I finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which this, just side note, okay, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a very long game. I'm getting through it. Bear with me. It's one of those things of where the game sold, like I said, more on hype than anything else. So we got hyped by the hyped idea of said hype, and we got so anticipated and so excited about something that was going to happen, when in reality we had no clue what was going on. We got so excited by the idea of excitement. Kind of confusing, I know, but bear with me. So it's no surprise that, you know, things happen the way they did, and so many people are going to say, but Ariel, they had all the more time that they needed. Doesn't matter. When you're in a gaming company and you're working on a specific title that's this grandiose, that's supposed to go on consoles, that's supposed to go on PCs, and I think possibly at some point when they get the game all sorted out, it might even go on the Switch. Idea, and something that I've told you guys, is that it should have been sold on PCs first. Yes, let the console people get mad, it's okay, and then later on down the line make it backwards compatible and make it suitable for the consoles that are out now, Xbox Series X and PS5. That's the way it should have been done, because primarily people who have it on PC aren't finding that much of an issue with it. Even though you do have those people, like one of my friends who is experiencing horrible glitches with the game on her PC, and there are some other people who have like minimal bugs here and there, but the patches are fixing it just fine. Now, I got lucky. So far, during the game that I am playing it, I'm not experiencing any issues whatsoever, and I'm quite enjoying it for the part that I did play so far. So, we'll see what happens. I'm nervous for this company. I'm very much nervous for this company. So next up in gaming news, games are making more than movies and sports combined. It's a fact. I have it right here. You can see it right in front of you. Look, there it is. It states here in the article, while the COVID-19 pandemic has led to many challenges in the gaming industry, it hasn't seen the industry at large get hit financially. Due to gaming being an at-home activity, the hobby that has seen a huge uptick in both spending and playtime. As a result of the safety regulations and quarantine restrictions, the gaming industry is now making more money than the movie and sporting industry combined. According to data from the International Data Corporation, per Market Watch, global gaming revenue is expected to be around $197.7 billion by the end of the year. That's up roughly 20% from last year, and the significant rise can be contributed to the pandemic, the continued success of the Nintendo Switch, and the console launches for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. In 2019, the film and sports industries brought in a combined $175 billion, and both are down significantly. That part of the article said everything that I needed to say. It's really amazing. It's really also kind of frustrating at the same time, because you see so many different companies that are making zilch, that absolutely, like, businesses were squashed this year. But then you see an industry like gaming where it's just blooming, it's just skyrocketing in profit, which is absolutely incredible. And we're also seeing a rise in people finding other types of revenue, other types of ways to have jobs from at-home businesses and such. For me personally, right now, I can't have an outside job because of my pre-existing condition with having such bad asthma. Just is the way it is. And for me, that's why I went full-time with doing stuff on Twitch and YouTube instead of a lot of freelance work, because a lot of people who send me videos, just as a side note, freelancers have it really difficult right now, because a lot of freelance work is considered a bougie thing. It's considered something that is for expendable money, so to speak. So for those of the clients that we have in freelance who are sending us videos to edit and sending us money, who might not have it, it's an interesting dynamic that goes on, because people want their videos edited, but they don't want to spend the money, which puts freelancers in a really bad predicament. Also, another side note / tangent thing, okay, if you're going to ask someone to edit your video for you, don't then ghost them and keep them wondering if you're going to still hire them, okay? If you make the effort to contact them, you can make the effort to say, hey, not about that life anymore. Sorry, bro. Or maybe you say, you know, a little more professionally, but you get what I mean. The next up in gaming news, PC Gamer Hardware Awards. What is the best SSD of 2020? Now, it states here in the article that storage has seen a healthy shift over the last 12 months. The fastest storage around is no longer the sole remit of the incredibly well-heeled and in fact prices across the board and are in much better shape for gamers than they were at the start of the year. You could pick up a 1TB SSD without having to sell your PC to do so, and M2 NVMe drives have seen the biggest price drops. We can't see any reason as to why you wouldn't want one of these super fast drives in your gaming machine. We've seen major shakeup of the PCIe 4.0 storage space too, with the likes of AdLink and Cyberpunk coming out swinging with the thought of the drives at great prices with serious performance. The fact that you can hit 5GB S with these next-gen drives on current AMD CPUs and Intel Next chips makes a boom for anyone with a lot of files to throw around. They aren't bad for gaming either, although we have high hopes for as we go into 2021 and Microsoft's direct storage and unleashing the full potential of these drives in our games going forward. I think good SSD storage, it's absolutely crucial if you're going to have a really decent running gaming computer, at least in my opinion. The SSD, the capture card, and the frick, what's the name of it? Graphics card. That's it. I did it. I can say words. Those are very, very crucial things. Also, by the way, if you're upgrading your PC, you might want to consider upgrading to bigger fans too. I know, okay, whenever I first started getting into game computers and all that jazz, I didn't think about the fact that your computer gets really hot, like really hot. So you have to invest in fans too, is what I'm saying. Invest in fans. States here that a Chinese tycoon who died on Christmas Day was poisoned, Shanghai police say. Lin Kui, 39, was chairman and chief executive of games developer Yuzu, best known for Game of Thrones' Winter is Coming strategy game. The Shanghai police statement pointed out that Mr. Lin's colleagues identify only by surname Zhu as the main suspect. Many employees and ex-employees gathered outside Yuzu's office Friday to mourn his death. And who was Lin Kui? The businessman was a star of China's lucrative gaming market and also had made a foray into the film production. He founded Yuzu in 2009 and successfully led the company through a period where the gaming industry saw substantial change towards mobile gaming. My thoughts go out to the family of Lin Kui. It's rough seeing that happen in the world. I mean, it kind of sounds like it's from a spy novel to an extent, but this kind of stuff really happens and it's unfortunate. But you guys, that is it for me for today's episode of The Casual Nerd. If you all like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And tomorrow and Sunday, there will also be videos as well. I really honestly think these videos need to be out sooner rather than later because this video that's going to be released is a really important one. I'm not going to talk about it really much until it's released tomorrow. And then Sunday is going to be a fun one, so you'll see it when you see it. But yeah, be sure to hit that bell, be sure to be notified, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay casual nerdy, you guys. Peace.